Good morning, Dallas Stars hockey fans. Jeff with the Dallas Stars Hockey Minute. Look, I'm not making excuses, but I'm going to say the one thing that's definitely coincides with both of these games was lack of discipline. The loss to Minnesota was to a tripping call that I believe Jason Robertson could have avoided altogether. A lot of people said he was trying to stay on sides, but I've looked at that. That was just a mistake. And the fact that we had to go to overtime yesterday was ridiculous because two penalties equal two power plays for the Canucks. We were up in that game. We were the better team in that game. And the implosion was because we had lack of discipline. I don't know how else to put it. And I know they had a press conference, and even Jamie Benn said what happened was absolutely unacceptable. We ended up with 2 points. We did pick up a point in each of the games because they were overtime losses, but we could have easily had 4 points, and we could be, fighting for the first seed and giving Winnipeg a hard time. This is the kind of stuff that I hope we get ourselves together because in the playoffs it's not going to fly. Anyway, I was so proud of how quickly we scored yesterday. We had a very fast start last night. It started looking like the Dallas Stars team that I know and love and the consistency throughout the season. And I just couldn't believe what I watched. I almost turned off the game. I mean, we're talking 30 seconds is what it took. Because I was looking at the time, okay, we're going to get this. We're just going to have to battle to the end and everything. And it took 30 seconds for them to score 2 goals to tie the game up. And it was just incredibly ridiculous. I mean, they got the 5-3, and then 2 goals were scored within 2 power plays, which means we were very undisciplined. And that's something that we have to not. We can't do that against Winnipeg on Thursday because they will take us to task. I mean, we had a really good power play from January on, but on paper, Winnipeg is the best power play in the West, completely the best. I mean, and they got a goaltender that's either going to win the Vezina for sure, but they're even having heart conversations as most valuable player in the league with Hellebuyck. I don't really know how much more to say right now. I mean, I was really proud of Rantanen to get that beautiful slap shot goal on the power play. I mean, I was happy to see our power play as well as it did yesterday. But in the end, it all came down to one thing: getting stupid penalties at the stupidest of times. I'm sure that that's something that Pete DeBoer definitely was just letting them have it about when the game was over. I mean, we have a total of 5 games left in the season. Looks like we are going to be the second seed now because of 2 undisciplined games. We were all happy that we had a chance, to be to come up and catch Winnipeg. Well, because of bad choices and just stupid stuff, we lost. I mean, I understand that penalties happen occasionally, but both of those penalties in the third period were like interference and holding. Those are things you can make sure you don't do. I can understand a slash happens every once in a while. You're battling for a puck in the corner. Things happen. Even even a trip it occasionally can be something because 2 guys are fighting for the puck in the corner and a referee decides to call that. But I mean, I looked at those 2 penalties, holding and interference. Those are things you can definitely let go. I mean, you're so close to the end. I know you're trying to stop and impede the guy from making plays and you don't have much time on the clock. But a lot of that stuff in the end to me was absolute desperation. So I'm very disappointed as a Stars fan today of how incredibly fast the game started. I thought it was going to be one of those we got you wins. And then by the end of it, penalties, undisciplined behavior got the best of us. Now, Thursday's game, we have to play the best damn hockey we played in our lives. Look, time to accept it as fans that we're playing Colorado. You know, we've done it before. We'll do it again. This is a part of the rivalry of the NHL. We can beat Colorado, but we're going to have to definitely step up in the discipline department if we have a chance to get through the first round. I believe we will, but these are things as like coaches and players are going to have to really step up. The leadership in the room is going to have to really get on the young kids because, like I said, the game against Minnesota, Jason Robertson, that was really dumb. You shouldn't have done that. You could have avoided that trip. But it's over now. Now, hopefully, come down the line to Winnipeg because this is going to be the toughest game of the next 4 to 5 games we have. Last game at home in the season, and I hope that we are able to do what's necessary. This is Jeff with the Dallas Stars Hockey Minute. I do hope everyone has a wonderful day. And like I said, I do my best to not let the emotional side of my fandom of this game get in the way of this. Because remember, the adage in hockey is never get too high, never get too low. And I just actually decided to wait until both these games were over to do this podcast for a reason because I was really emotional and I was really frustrated and I really didn't want to show that part on here because to me I do my best to give a real professional and heartfelt analysis of what happened. And anyway, this is Jeff with the Dallas Stars Hockey Minute. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Go Stars.